The trees stood tall. They were silent sentinels guarding the hollow. Their branches, gnarled and twisted, seemed to claw at the sky. This was no ordinary forest. The hollow, nestled in the heart of New England, held its secrets close. Locals whispered tales, stories of strange lights, of disembodied voices carried on the wind, of people who ventured in, never to be seen again. The hollow was a place of shadows. It was a place of fear. The air always hung heavy here. It was thick with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves. A chill permeated the air, even in the heat of summer. The hollow was a place where the natural world felt wrong. It felt twisted. Those who dared to enter felt it. A sense of dread, a feeling of being watched. The hollow did not welcome visitors. It whispered its warnings on the wind. Mark, Anna and Tyler were inseparable. They were drawn together by a thirst for adventure, united by a bond of friendship forged in childhood. They were young, filled with a sense of immortality, unaware of the darkness that awaited them. The friends had heard the stories, local legends of the hollow. They dismissed them as folklore, nothing more than ghost stories told to scare children. They would soon learn the truth. It was the summer of 1996. The friends decided to camp in the hollow. They packed their gear, their laughter echoing in the warm summer air. Their excitement was palpable. They were oblivious to the danger that lurked beneath the surface of that peaceful summer day. As they ventured deeper into the woods, the light began to fade. The air grew colder. Their laughter died down, replaced by an uneasy silence. The forest canopy grew thicker. Sunlight struggled to penetrate the dense foliage. The path ahead grew darker. The air took on a strange quality. It was heavy, oppressive. The playful banter of the friends ceased. They walked in silence, each lost in their own thoughts. The forest seemed to press in on them, smothering them with its ancient presence.
Maybe we should turn back. The woods feel different at night. Now, we're close to the campsite. Let's just press on and set up before nightfall.
Anna, usually the voice of reason, remained strangely quiet. She felt a growing sense of unease. She couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching them. The last rays of sunlight faded below the horizon. Darkness descended upon the hollow. The friends finally reached their intended campsite, a small clearing almost suffocated by the encroaching trees. A heavy silence hung in the air. It was broken only by the sound of their own breathing and the distant rustling of leaves. As they worked, gathering firewood and setting up the tent, the whispers began.
Did you hear that?
At first it was faint, a barely audible murmur on the edge of hearing. They dismissed it as the wind moving through the trees, but the whispers grew louder. They seemed to come from all around them. They were disembodied voices, whispering their secrets into the night. The friends stopped their work, their eyes darting nervously around the clearing. They were no longer alone in the woods. They were surrounded. Panic began to set in. The whispers grew louder, more insistent. They were close now, seeming to emanate from the darkness, just beyond the ring of firelight.
Hey, is anyone there?
Tyler, his face pale with fear, called out. His voice echoed through the trees, swallowed by the darkness. There was no reply, only the relentless whispering. Then it happened.
What is that?
A figure, tall and shadowy, emerged from the trees. It moved with an unnatural grace, gliding towards them through the darkness. Before any of them could react, Tyler was gone. 1 minute he was standing there, bathed in the flickering light of the campfire. The next, he had vanished, swallowed whole by the darkness.
No, Tyler!
Anna screamed, her voice raw with terror. Mark stood frozen, his eyes wide with disbelief. The whispers seemed to grow louder. Swirling around them like a vortex of madness, they were alone, lost in the heart of the hollow, hunted by something ancient and evil. Terror lent them speed. They fled blindly through the darkness, their way lit only by the pale moon overhead. The whispers followed them, mocking their fear. They ran until their lungs burned and their legs screamed for mercy. Finally, they stumbled out of the woods, emerging into the cold light of dawn. They were safe, or so they thought.
We made it. We're out.
But Tyler, he's still in there.
They returned to town, their clothes torn, their faces etched with terror. They told their story to anyone who would listen, but no one believed them. Their tale was dismissed as a drunken hallucination, a desperate attempt to explain away Tyler's disappearance.
We saw it. We know what we saw.
The police searched the hollow. They found no trace of Tyler, no sign of a struggle, no indication that he had ever been there at all. As the days turned into weeks, the search was called off. Tyler was declared lost, presumed dead, but Mark and Anna knew the truth. They had seen the shadowy figure, they had heard the whispers, and they knew that Tyler was still out there, lost in the heart of the hollow. Mark refused to give up. He returned to the hollow, searching endlessly for any sign of his friend. He put up flyers, offering a reward for any information. He consulted with local historians, hoping to find some clue, some explanation for what had happened that night.
There has to be something, some record of this happening before.
His search led him deeper and deeper into the history of the hollow. He discovered old newspaper articles detailing other disappearances. He spoke to town elders who reluctantly shared tales passed down through generations.
It's been happening for years. People go in and they don't come out.
Stories of a malevolent entity that haunted the woods, an entity that whispered to those who dared to enter its domain, luring them to their doom. Years passed. The whispers never left Anna. They haunted her dreams, followed her everywhere she went. She moved away, hoping to escape the memories of that night, but the hollow held her captive. Then, one day, Mark disappeared.
No, not Mark too.
He had been seen heading towards the hollow, a determined look in his eyes. He was never seen again. The police found his car abandoned near the edge of the woods. The hollow remains a place of mystery. Locals still speak of the whispers. They warn their children not to venture into the woods alone, especially at night. The legend of the hollow has grown over the years, fueled by the disappearances, by the whispers on the wind.
Some say the hollow is a portal, a gateway to another dimension.
Others believe it is home to an ancient evil, an entity as old as the woods themselves. Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain: the hollow is a place of power. It is a place where the veil between our world and the next is thin, a place where the whispers of the dead can be heard on the wind.
The story of Mark, Anna, and Tyler serves as a chilling reminder. The woods hold secrets, and some secrets are best left undisturbed.
This story is based on true events, with certain details dramatized for effect. The legend of the hollow is a reminder that some mysteries are best left unsolved.